How to create content for social media without the burnout? This is the question that I do get a lot, so we're going to talk about it today. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that are going to make creating content for your social media platforms way easier, and it's going to save your sanity too. But before we dive into the content, just in case you are new to my channel, I wanted to introduce myself super quickly. My name is Alina. I'm so excited for you to be watching this video today, and I wanted to say that I do post content just like this one about social media, content tips, multiple income streams, passive income, personal branding. So if you are into any of those things, consider subscribing because I do post a video every single week. Okay, now let's dive in directly into the content. I know you cannot wait to hear all the tips and tricks. The first tip that's going to save you so much time and so much pain is obviously having a content strategy in place. You have to know what you're doing on social media. A lot of the times you hate creating content because you just don't know what to post. You don't know when to post. You don't know what kind of content you should be creating, who you're talking to, who your ideal customer, your target audience is. So if that is the problem, I have created a video that teaches you exactly step by step how to create a content strategy, and I'm going to link it in the description box below so you can watch it after this video. I hope it's going to make things a little bit easier and more clear for you. The second thing that's going to really help you nail down that content creation is having content pillars. So content pillars, in case you just don't know what they are, is basically the subtopics within your niche that you're talking about and rotating through. So when you have that clear niche, that topic, that umbrella topic that you're talking about, I don't know, health and wellness, beauty, mid-size fashion, whatever your niche is, create those buckets, those subtopics within that niche, and you will never run out of ideas or topics of what to talk about, right? So rotate through them. Ideally, you would have 5 or 6 content pillars, and you will know when you're going to be posting about those because you will have your content calendar within your content strategy, right? So you know exactly when to post and which topic should be posted on certain days. And that also is going to help you understand what type of content you actually need. A tip that I absolutely love using myself is build that B-roll bank. By B-roll, if you don't know what it is, it's just the footage where you're not directly looking into the camera. So this is the footage where you're going on a walk and you just record the beautiful scenery, or just you walking, or you walking with your coffee, or you record just things throughout the day. Maybe you are at your kids' hockey practice or dance class and you record little bits of that. Maybe you're walking your dog, maybe you're playing with your dog, maybe you're playing with your cat, maybe you're drinking coffee, maybe you're typing on the computer, maybe you're writing something, maybe you're reading a book. So creating content means you have to be intentional, right? So everything is content. If you've ever heard that before, that is true, because you can literally turn anything into content these days. Whether you're building a faceless brand or a personal brand, it doesn't matter. Having that B-roll footage is going to be a lifesaver for you, because then you can put those little snippets, those little videos into longer videos, into reels with different combinations. So having that B-roll footage bank, I call it, is just going to save your life, save your time. In order to build that B-roll bank is like I said, just be intentional every day and film little clips. They could be 3, 2 seconds, 5 seconds of what you're doing throughout the day. Another tip that's going to help save your time is batching content. Batching content is not the new concept. If you've never heard of that before, I will be surprised. But it's basically when you batch create certain types of content, right? Whether it's reels, whether it's talking head videos or B-roll videos, or maybe it's, photos. This is where one day You get ready and you know you're going to be creating content. Batching content is just going to make your life so much easier, which means you will not have to pick up your phone and create something every single day. It means maybe one day a week you create content for the entire next week or entire month, and that's totally doable. What I normally do, I just, on the days where I wash my hair and do my makeup, I just go and record different clips in different outfits. I would record myself with a phone, I would record myself drinking coffee, I would record a few talking head videos, let's say for my Instagram and for TikTok. And of course, I do the same thing for YouTube. I batch create the videos so that I don't have to record videos every single day. I usually batch create 4 to 5 videos, and then I can edit them and I can post them every single week. It just saves me time and saves the burnout. Like I said, I'm a busy mom of 3 boys. They're all in competitive sports. There's no way I can be creating content every single day. And batching is just a way for me to save that time and stay consistent. Another tip for you is use templates that have already been created for you and stock photography and stock videos. So there are specific websites where you can get that for free. I mean, Canva has a lot for free. They do have an amazing library for pro subscription, which is also, I find, is very decently priced. I do have a pro subscription for Canva, but I've been using the free version for years and it was fine. They do have a ton of templates you can use for your carousel posts, a ton of templates for reels. They have stock photography, they have stock footage. So again, that's going to be lifesaver on days where you just don't have any ideas, you have no videos left, or you don't know what to post, or maybe you're just not a graphic designer and this is just going to make your life easier. I'm not a graphic designer either, by the way, but it's just going to make your life easier. If you do have, your personal branding nailed, you know your colors, you know your fonts, all you have to do is grab a template that will look on brand for you, use your colors, use your fonts, use the elements that are key to your branding, and you have a beautiful on-brand post. So don't be afraid to resort to using templates and stock photography, stock videography. There are websites like Pexels. There are many more free and paid photo and video websites, especially if you're building a faceless brand. That is going to be so much easier. The next tip for you is obviously repurpose your content, especially when it comes to TikTok and Instagram. You know that content goes into the abyss of, I don't know, somewhere. It goes all the way down your feed. And chances are your new followers will not see that video that you used once or idea that you used at some point. So it is okay to reuse those videos. Obviously, do not abuse that. Do not repost the same video over and over and over again until your followers are like, okay, maybe that's enough of posting the same video. But I see creators do this all the time and it's totally normal. If something worked for you once, especially if you're tracking your analytics and you see something is performing really well, recreate it or use the same video, put a different text on screen, use the same idea just with a different video, just put a different spin on it, but repurpose your content. Sometimes you can also take one idea and create, 3 different pieces of content. I do this all the time. Let's say you have an idea for a video, you create a long form video for YouTube. If you do have a YouTube channel, then you break it down and create talking head videos, like shorter ones for TikTok and Instagram. Then you can create carousel posts, again, based on the same idea or concept you want to teach or you want to talk about. And maybe you create some static posts, again, talking about the same idea. So you're repurposing one idea and breaking it down into multiple ways. So that makes your life so much easier. One more tip for you would be use scheduling tools. If your life is busy, just like mine, Instagram now has a feature where you can schedule your reels. Canva actually allows you, if you have a pro subscription, to schedule the post directly from Canva onto social media platforms. So you can just connect the two. There are also other scheduling tools like Planoly or Later. There are multiple platforms right now that are approved by social media platforms to schedule your content. I do this all the time on YouTube. I create my videos and I just schedule them in advance. So take advantage of the tools that are available that are going to make your life so much easier. Next tip is obviously using AI, but not overusing it, using it sparingly. AI is a great time saver if you're not great at writing copy, which means you're not great at writing captions. This can help you just structure your captions. This can help you create hooks for your reels or for your videos or for your posts that are going to be more captivating. All you need to do is to ask, let's say, ChatGPT, or even Canva now has an built AI tool for you to create captions. So all you need to do is give the prompt, know exactly what you want to create, who your audience is, what your purpose is, and then it's going to generate beautiful captions for you. My only request for that is do not overuse it. Stay the human behind all things AI, because sometimes when you just copy the caption from ChatGPT, let's say directly, you can just tell it. I don't know, within the 3 seconds of reading a caption, I know it has been generated by AI. So just don't lose the human when using all of these AI tools, but still use them because they're going to make your life so much easier and creating content so much faster. Again, especially if you are not loving writing. The next tip is going to be follow your audience and pay attention to what they're commenting and asking you, because that's going to give you ideas for your future posts. This is so important. First of all, there are certain features, let's say inside Instagram and even TikTok, where you can create videos, reels, or TikToks replying to a comment, replying to a question. That creates so much engagement. The platforms love it, but it also can give you some ideas of what to post, what are some of the things that people are curious about, interested in, and that will just ensure that you never run out of topics of what you want to post, and it will ensure that your audience is actually interested in what you are posting about, right? So it kind of is a win-win situation. They're happy, you're happy, the algorithm is happy, everybody's happy. And that kind of flows into another tip that would be having brainstorming days. So there are days where you are set to create that content, to film things, to take photos, and there are also days when you're just in that creative mood. Use those days and write down as many ideas as possible for your videos, for your photos, for posts, maybe captions. That is going to help you create that content later on. So when you are in the mood to create, you know exactly what you're going to be creating. So maybe have one day a month when you're brainstorming and one day a month when you're creating content, and you're done. Then maybe one day a month where you're actually editing everything. That could be 3 work days, and you have the entire content calendar filled for your entire month. And that again flows into another point. Take breaks. Take breaks from social media. That is crucial. That is why you have scheduling tools. It's okay to take, weekends off, or maybe one day a week or one day a month when you are just disconnecting from social media. It can be a lot. It can be overwhelming. We can go into the scrolling mode. We can go into just procrastination. We can go into comparison mode, right? So social media is amazing, but it can also be a lot for us. So it's good to live the real life, in the real world sometimes. So take those breaks from social media. Next tip would be forget perfectionism. Okay, that is something that I have to keep myself accountable for. I always have to keep reminding myself that it doesn't have to be perfect. Just leave perfectionism behind, okay? Just post it. If it's not perfect, that's totally fine. As long as you're posting, as long as you're feeding your audience, the content that they want to consume, it's okay. And last but not least, set realistic expectations, realistic goals for your social media. There are some things that are outside of your control. You cannot control how your engagement is going to be. You cannot control who's going to see your post. You cannot control how many views you're going to get, how many likes, how many comments. That is all outside of your control, okay? Your realistic goals and something that you can actually control is how many posts can you realistically post a week, what kind of content you're creating, the quality of your content. Those are the things that you can actually control. So concentrate on the things you can control and just disregard the things you cannot control, because at the end of the day, we are all relying on the algorithms, and that is something that, you know, is a whole other world. Hopefully these tips are going to help you create the content in a more simple way and eliminate the burnout. Don't get yourself too stressed about, you know, that social media presence, about building your brand, and hopefully you found something useful. And if you do have any extra tips, just leave them in the comments, because everybody would like to see what you're doing, what is helping you create the content, and we're all here to help each other and learn. And if you do have any questions and you want to reach out to me directly, I always leave my email in the description box below, so you can always shoot me an email. And if you feel like sticking around and watching more videos on personal branding, multiple income streams, digital products, I'm going to link some videos in the description box below so you can keep on watching. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about how to build a personal brand, about our 6-figure bootcamp, that is an amazing course that my friend and I have created on helping entrepreneurs how to build their authentic online businesses, how to promote their personal brands online. You can also check it out in the description box below. I'm going to link everything as well as all the freebies that you can use for free. And if you've made it so far into this video without being subscribed to my channel and you found some value here, consider subscribing, because like I said, it helps me out and I do post a video every single week. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.